Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. You're watching The Art of Save Scumming, and today I'm going to be doing my last installment on the Vampire Coast, probably until the next update comes out with Tides of Torment, because supposedly we're supposed to be getting a mechanic for Norska that allows them to attack from the sea. I think the expectation is that we're going to be seeing something similar for the Vampire Coast. But what I wanted to do today was focus in on a really powerful campaign start for Count Noctilus, because I think that I've gotten an exploit-free way to set you up really, really strong with an elimination of Tyrion on turn 3. Now, from that turn 3 elimination, you can get really cheesy and take down Alariel, Illyrian, and Safari in about 10 turns and create an alliance with Altharion. So quite literally, Count Noctilus can become the Order Tide's navy in pretty short order, because once you are shacked up with Altharion, you end up being friends with Bretonia and then the Empire. It really kind of snowballs into an Order Tide aligned pirate vampire thing, and it's a supreme amount of fun, and it gets you started with Lothern and all of the province of Attain. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the main menu here. We're going to start out a brand new campaign with Count Noctilus, and we're just going to go new, Mortal Empires. Where's he at? Vampire Coast, Noctilus, and I choose Noctilus because I think that he is the best campaign experience currently. I think all the other ones are just kind of a shade of what he can do, so we're just going to go with general settings here. And for the purposes of expediting this record, I'm going to be playing on Legendary very hard with full stat modifiers, but I'm going to drop all that down for the speed of getting stuff done, so I can auto-resolve the battles and just give you the various campaign movements. Know that you're going to have to fight all of these battles manually, or it's just not going to work. Unless, of course, you want to leave it on easy battle difficulty and, you know, and auto-resolve your way through the campaign. That's your choice. But all of these battles can be done manually for a skilled player. Let's see what we got here. Dread Incarnate. Not going to save this one in my pool. So first things first, turn 1, go ahead and connect him up. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then the first thing you're going to do is you're going to raise all the dead except for the bloated corpses. So whatever you got in here, all of it, recruit it. And like I said, this battle's pretty easy anyway, and it won't change anything to auto-resolve it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Obviously, actually, to show you what you would expect on full. No units lost, but for the sake of doing this, we're going to speed things up here a little bit. I would suggest fighting that battle manually to take as few casualties as possible. Use Noctilus's bound spells and the Nectarfex Coloxus to take out the Cav and all that sort of stuff. So take the money. You're going to need the money. We're then going to bring him onto land about... Well, first of all, let's get him this. And this guy training. And then we're going to bring him up on shore about right... See where this pointy piece of land comes out? We're going to bring him on land like right there. And then we're going to put him in camp stance. And now we're going to go into diplomacy. We're going to go to the Awakened. We're going to join their war against this one right here. And we're going to squeeze as much money out of them as we can. So let's do that. This. Yep. And then we're also going to go to Nakari here. And we're going to join his war against Krace. And again, let's go ahead and do that. Probably squeeze a little bit more out of him. Probably a little bit more yet. We're going to need all this money. All right. So 655. 5. There we go. All right. Every little bit helps. All right. So now that we've done that, we're now going to do our other constructions that we need to do. First things first, we're going to come down to the Galleon's Graveyard. Go ahead and put this on growth. Delete this. Noctilus is going to go up here, and usually I would suggest that you go growth. We need the campaign movement range for this to work. So go ahead and get his campaign movement range. And then the next thing that we're going to do is recruit a lord at Noctilus's location. Now, I suggest that you use a plunderer trait. So go through and find somebody who is a plunderer. Preference on vampires. I don't have a vampire plunderer. Let's go to deeps. We don't have a deeps plunderer. That's the second best. So that means we must have... We'd actually... Oh, we have one plunderer. All right. And this will be apparent why we did this here in a second. So plunderer, go ahead and recruit him. And he will start right there. And then with whatever we have left as far as money is concerned, we're going to recruit something that we might want another of next turn. And for me, that's these guys. So that is all we can do this turn as it pertains to any of this stuff. Go in here. I like to get this one first. And then end the turn. We've got a skill point. We'll go ahead and put the skill point in hunger. So there's some regeneration there. And let's just check, see if we got any items really quick. We didn't get... Got nothing off of those first couple battles. All right. Or that first battle. Now, we take our plunderer, dude. And remember, plunder is loyalty from sacking and raiding. So he's currently sitting at 4. Attack this with our plunderer, dude. The dead will fight. Have at them. Raise a bloated corpse. A single bloated corpse. That will give us siege attacker in this army. Now, let's raise this up so we can see what it will look like for everybody. You should, again, fight this manually. You should be able to do this, blow the walls down, use Noctilus's magic to take out the archers. You may be raising out another bloated corpse if you want to be able to blow up some of the infantry right inside the gate. Whatever you want to do, but there are ways, you know, again, a reasonably competent player will be able to take this with minimal casualties, but you're going to have to fight this battle manually because it will damage your army too much. Of course, we're doing this for time. So, right there, we don't care about losing the bloaty dude. We're going to sack this settlement. And then, this dude, now that he's got loyalty all the way up, he could be disbanded if we wanted to disband him. But I'm not going to because he's going to come up here and take this next turn. He's going to go ahead and occupy the settlement. In this settlement, we're going to go ahead and build this. And then Noctilus is going to forced march to here. He's going to raise whatever is good in this province. So that one right there, that's what we want. Go ahead and get this for this dude. And Noctilus will go ahead and get, we have 1 to use. So we'll go ahead and start going in his, start going down his magic line for now. We got our 1 unit that we wanted to recruit here. We're gonna step across the line. We're gonna recruit what we want here. We're gonna get back across that line so that we get some replenishment. You'll notice that Tyrion is sitting there. We have enough money to recruit another lord. We're gonna go ahead and do that. And in this instance, I would say that you could really get whatever you want. I, again, prefer the Plunderer trait, but we might also use a Smuggler. So, second Lord in the region. And we also want to build this. No. We want to build this. Thank you. In this region. We're now going to go to the Cult of Excess. And we are going to offer to join their war against Attain. We're going to take whatever they'll give us.
No need to beg.
And in this instance, we're going to need some more troops. So we've got roughly, we're close to our upkeep limit here, so we want to be careful about that upkeep limit. So let's get these guys. And we can't really afford anything else. So that's it.
Admiral of the fleet.
We can also, if we wanted to, get a little bit more money to pad ourselves. We can go ahead and do this. And that'll just give us a little bit of latitude next turn. All right. Now that we've declared war on Tyrion, he can reach us. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up so you can see what it's going to look like. And Tyrion's going to come over, and he's going to come at us with a 17 stack. And it is a battle that you will have to fight manually, obviously. But this is doable. You're going to have to play a little bit, but you'll notice that the majority of what we have here in front of us is melee infantry. They only have 2 missile units in the entire army. Shoot down the Phoenix, shoot up the Silver Helms, concentrate on Tyrion. But again, for the sake of speed, we'll go ahead and knock this down. And we can expect that Lothern would have 5 or so units left over from this because we just eliminated him. But he would, in realistic fashion, march back to the city. So he would be there to reinforce. But you want to make sure that you take Tyrion out in that battle. Tyrion and the Wizard out. The rest of it, just a couple extra units. It's actually beneficial if he's there, because then you don't have to fight an actual settlement battle. But we did get lucky, and they left this Lord hanging out. But I bet you they will run. So we have a little bit more money now. We're going to leave these units here in this province, because this army over here is going to want those units.
It shall be done.
And Count Noctilus. I like to go his spells so I can bring my army back up to full strength whenever I have an opportunity. And then this dude is going to come to right here.
Overland. Blood and gold.
And this one, let's see, what's in this region? Yeah, we can totally take on some more units. For the sake of it, we'll go ahead and leave the damaged units, and we'll recruit them with this army, so that they're there to, and then we'll just merge them afterwards. They stood and fight. Now, obviously, this is not going to be that clear cut. Full battle, Pyrrhic victory. So you can see this is definitely doable on full battle difficulty. It would look actually not all that bad. It's just a bunch of trash that would go down. And if we drop it back down, same difference, really. So that's okay. We don't really care about those units anyway. They're just filling up upkeep. We can get those in every single region. If we had lost this, that would be a problem. Lost that, that'd be a problem. But, you know, none of that is. And we're not going to get the post-battle that we obviously would like. out of that. So we'll go ahead and just take the replenishment.
Sea dog.
The dark.
And then
Commodore.
to get over this way, you see that we have to go up a little bit. So it's actually advantageous for us to take Lothern
All of a void.
with this dude.
This is pirate land. Where to?
And that, boys and girls, is a turn 3 elimination
Burn the coastline.
on Tyrion. Now, we don't... Let's see, we can get over here. Yep.
A lethal
Go ahead and get in a camp stance there.
ruthless.
Go ahead and fill out his skill points. So I usually go here and then get at least 1 skill point in the Drowned Dead, and then I start playing with other things. It really depends on what I've got going on. Let's do some of this stuff in here. And you'll notice that having done this, the reason that we wanted to catch Tyrion here is typically he will march up here and take Angerial. When he takes Angerial, if you have to take him out of there, then you meet all of Ulthuan. So you'll notice that the big baddie that's still in the area, the 2 that we have not discovered yet, are Eltharion and Ilariel. We have not vision on either of those factions. So this guy here, we'll go ahead and just raise some dead, and we can all obviously get some more. I wanted to look realistic, at least, from what I would do. So let's... This is inconsequential, but I want the money figures to be the same. So I would probably do this, and then I would... This is Pyrrhic Victory, and that's on this. So let's recruit. Let's recruit till... Let's do this. So that give me... It still gives me Valiant Defeat, but I can totally win that with this. So let's make it look somewhat real. Yeah, there we go. That's reasonable. That's more than I would lose, but you get the idea. Sack this.
Yes, master.
Occupy it.
Your kind does not belong.
Raise a second lord in this region. And this one, you want to be a smuggler.
All bones on deck.
We'll explain here in a second.
The sea brings death. Admiral.
And we built this over here, so we should be able to... let's move this guy out.
Ready. Don't be a fool. All bones on deck.
Fallen deckhands.
There we go.
Let us rage.
Okay.
Ahoy!
Let's distribute the points. Let's go there. For healing. This all looks good. And we are going to... probably not in this guide, but you will take these guys. But right now, letting them hold Angerial keeps us from meeting Ilariel and Eltharion.
Flotilla of
Now we can go ahead and get this.
an impressive and bloodthirsty
Who doesn't...
people.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
Loyalty like this is
Hunger.
demanded.
This doesn't really matter because we're going to sell off this region. We want this one. All right. Now this next bit is, this is where variability kicks in. Everything that I just did up to this point is pretty set in stone. The only variability there is if you want to play a little bit of a game and save scum it, is that whole move with Tyrion. About 25% of the time, depending on some of the campaign conditions that you have set, he will stay here and recruit. And I think it really depends on what happens in his first battle, what the faction potential is, and how good this faction does in that first battle against him. He might sit here and recruit. if you see him leave this position over the turn 2 to 3, then you reload and you do the declare war thing that I showed you. But if not, then he will just be sitting in that settlement. It will be a harder battle than what we've fought up to this point. Everything that we've done up to this point is relatively doable. If he's sitting in that settlement recruiting on turn 3 at the start of turn 3, that is a very difficult battle. It is winnable on very hard battle difficulty, full AI stat modifiers, and legendary campaign difficulty. It's just, I would say everything that we did up to this point is doable for a mid-level player. That battle with him sitting in that settlement is definitely an expert level. Definitely, you're going to have to use some AI abuse to make that happen. All right. Anyway, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this settlement. So to do that,
Red Fleet Command.
we are going to use Noctilus, see if there's anything that we want to take here. And I would say we don't need any more troops for the time being. Our military is already getting a little bit bloated. So we're just going to declare war because the only person who's at war with this faction is Eltharion. We haven't discovered him yet. And then we're going to bring in our other guy just so that he can get some experience.
Kill or be destroyed, minions.
Bring him to right there. Noctilus is going to sack this spot. We want to sack it, and then we want to
Ready the reap.
occupy it.
Minions. Murder.
And that should leave this spot open. So we're going to go ahead and build a military building there. This dude is going to force march right to the edge of the territory, right there. You can see where we're going. Okay, if you got here and this is not owned by the Skull Crag, then this next part won't work. And you should go ahead and just turn right around. If you show up here and Eltharion owns this region, then you should either restart and try to save scum this again, or just accept that you're not going to be able to do what I'm about to do because the timing won't work for it. So just turn your guys right around. You'll know whether he's held this position by the time you can click on this, because you can see what I did at the beginning of the turn. We can click on this and see who owns the regions. So know that you won't need to move this guy here because he won't be able to get down to here if Eltharion owns this already. So anyway, distribute our points into this dude.
Noctilus reigns.
I'm going to go drown dead.
Ruthless.
See if there's anything else that we absolutely have that maybe we can pick up next turn. Probably, I really like these guys, but anyway. And then over here, we need to take Aventhyr. Evathir, whatever.
That cannon's falling.
This dude is going to... Well, first of all, if there's anything that we want. Maybe this guy.
Fight them. The dead will fight.
It says close victory. And their garrison... We could probably do that. If this guy was at full health, I would say that we'd be able to do that. We could cheese the shit out of it. But with both of these guys there, definitely doable. So, it says Pyrrhic victory. It actually got worse with that guy there, which doesn't make any sense. So we'll go ahead and do that, even though that's not a realistic battle damage. So sack this. And then this dude is going to occupy this.
What is your demand?
And from here, depending on what happened up there, we can go to Tyrion
File to Phoenix Court. Speak quickly.
and ask them to peace out. So we're going to do that, but before we do that, we're going to
Orders.
Standing by.
force march. Well, did I screw that up? No, they're both good on their loyalty.
Let us raid.
If one of your dudes is worse on his loyalty, you switch it the other way around. So this dude is going to force march back into our own territory. This dude is... We can't disband him because we need that extra military strength for this trade deal. So we're going to trade
with every fiber of my being. I will hear you.
that one for a peace treaty. And now that we've done that, if we look in here, it says that we haven't trespassed yet because we haven't moved anybody. So not that it matters, we're going to be at war with these folks again, but that'll buy us like an extra turn. So now this person, we can go ahead and disband them. So now we're back in the green. This person is going to come around this way. He's going to help out with all this over here. All right, cool. And then I usually do this next. If you're having loyalty problems, you can do this one. I don't think it's really necessary. You should have enough. You can see where this is going. We're doing pretty good on economy. Do this.
The seas are mine.
And this is the orientation that you want to see. Because now Eltharion has just now taken that capital city. And that means that he won't be able to reach over that turn. He won't be able to reach this one until next turn. So we're going to set up our first pirate cove in this region over here. Down here at the Galleon's Graveyard, go ahead and upgrade it. Take Noctilus, not this lord. Remember, this is our smuggler. Take Noctilus to here.
Death begets death.
Sea dog. We should act now.
Move this dude. Have him transfer the units into Noctilus's army. Well, that's unfortunate that we would lose. This isn't... Obviously, you would fight this... you would fight all these battles manually, right? You would not accept losing the depth guard. But with it all the way down on easy, we're not going to get that anyway. Sack this. This dude then sets up a pirate cove at this location. And it will use this one right here. This dude can now be used for one of our fleet command positions. We're going to continue to use them now that he's up to 5. This one, yeah, this one. And then I usually do this one. And then we'll cycle that so it's cheaper. Move Noctilus.
This serves my cause.
To here. And then when Eltharion attacks this, we'll come in and support.
It is your decision.
We can also get this, which reduces our upkeep. Alright, we're looking good over here. This guy is going to come over this way. Check to see if there's anything that we want. This guy is good. This guy's good. See if there's anything that might respawn here that we might want, like this guy. Moving on. Eltharion's going to come in, take that. And now we have a pirate cove that is going to be under friendly control, under a superpower's control as well. So that pirate cove is now secure. I always get the gunnery wight, and I send him around to do research gathering as well as do hunts. So check in here. We didn't get the one for the Galleon's Graveyard, but you almost always get this one, I think. And I prefer to send him to Lustria, so this guy's going to go down here.
The sea brings death.
Same thing. This guy's going to check, see if there's anything that we absolutely want there. Doesn't look like there's anything that we actually want. Noctilus is going to force march. Or no, excuse me, regular march to here. This dude's coming with. He's going to march to here and hang out.
No glory, only service.
No, that's not correct. This guy's going to come to here. From here, we can start to bring Eltharion on side. And we're going to trade this region for all three of these things. Gives us a chunk of money, and it makes sure that he's not going to attack us while we set the rest of this up.
Blood and plunder.
Is there anything that we want here? Doesn't look like it.
Noctilus.
We could get this casualty replenishment rate. I don't think that this is really necessary at this point in time, especially with our economy the way that it is. And we're going to just do a whole bunch of raised dead anyway. So I don't think that it's really necessary. So this guy, we are going to use this dude next turn. Move this guy here, put him in a camp stance. Doesn't look like there's anything that we have to have right this second. Go ahead and end the turn. Is this dude level 5? I think I forgot to... Yeah, I totally forgot to assign this dude.
Serve for eternity. The fleet master has spoken.
Burn the coastline.
Okay. You can choose to be cheesy with this or not. It's up to you. You can do this the old-fashioned way if you want, but I'm going to use the exploit now. So this ends the non-exploitative guide. But I'm going to show you how I would do this, and then I'm going to tell you where you go from here, because I think that this, after this, the guide gets pretty variable. So what I'm going to do is, you can see that this guy can reach the Shrine of Ashurian, right?
All bones on deck.
And Noctilus can make it there as well. If the Cult of Excess were to give me the Tower of Lycian, then I don't have to go back over here. If I know that I'm going to go to war with them, then it doesn't really hurt my feelings any if I betray them. So
Admiral of the fleet.
if I wanted to do both of them, then I would not have sold this to Eltharion yet. I would have sold it to them. But I also don't want to build up a whole lot of relations with these guys because it'll piss Eltharion off. So we're just going to do the one trade. And if I trade them these, I can get a pile of money. Get them to do that. And then I can take this settlement right back off of them. No harm to Lothern. I now have the Tower of Lycian.
My compass agrees.
This guy can now walk up here and take Angerial.
We fight.
Count Noctilus reigns. Move!
Orders. Onward, crew.
Get! The tide has come in. Make yourselves at home. Darkness comes. Yes?
Ship shape. Kill. Brave targets. Fight. Get them.
The Dark Commodore. Night March.
Caution. This is a very difficult battle. Okay? And then there's a fair amount of troops here. They got a lot of missile units. I would suggest that you roll in here with as much as you can afford. So I would probably recruit all of this. And just to give you an idea, if we take this all the way back up, what kind of difficulty that looks like, you're looking at a Pyrrhic victory on full battle difficulty. And you're losing unacceptable losses. So again, difficult battle. Now, here's the thing about that. If you've been fighting all these battles manually, there is no reason that your Necrofex Colossus should be that damaged. It should be at full health all the time because you should be able to heal it after every battle. Now, let's go ahead and bump this all the way back down. This is basically going to be the end of my guide. But I'm going to walk you through what you're going to do from here, because it will lead to an elimination of Alariel and control of this province and this province. It's a little bit variable, but what you're going to do is you're going to come over here. You're going to declare war on Safari. You're going to have Noctilus sitting right at the edge of his territory, and Noctilus will be able to reach here. They'll take this. You'll then trade these regions to Eltharion to get him up into this province. You'll trade Port Elsor to him, and then you'll get in exchange for Angerial. So first you trade him Angerial, then you trade him Port Elsor to get him up there, and then you get Angerial back by trading him the White Tower of Hoeth. So you've completed your province again. And then you've taken this, you trade some regions, you do that same trade scumming that we just did up through here with Alariel. You will be able to take, if you do your trading right, both of these settlements from her, declare war, get them back, sell them to Eltharion in exchange for him going to war with her. And then you basically just walk out of the region and let Eltharion take it. And that is quite possibly the most powerful start for any Vampire Coast faction that I have been able to find. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section down below. If you've got any ideas for videos, then sound off as well, and hopefully we'll see you in another one here at The Art of Save Scumming.